Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to new video. So finally, we're going to be installing the new Cobb titanium exhaust. So you guys saw it in my last video when I unboxed it and then I torched it, torched all the welds and everything to give it that really nice rainbow effect that we all love with titanium. So now it's time to actually install it on the car, get some sound clips. There's going to be a separate video of me just doing actual sound clips with the revving and all that. Like I did in the other video, comparing the equal length to the unequal length header video. I'm gonna be doing that with this new setup. But for today, we're going to remove the current exhaust, which is Delta Motorworks, and throw on the new one. And then we're gonna get a first start and kind of get an idea of what it sounds like. So I don't wanna talk too much in this video. Let's just get it knocked out because I really wanna get that on the car finally. So let's get the car jacked up, get the old exhaust off, and the new Cobb exhaust on. If you guys don't have this tool, this is like a bushing pliers. Basically, it just pops the bushings off of the hangers. Super easy. If you ever try to get these things off by hand, you know what I'm talking about. I got this at my local, I think, AutoZone for like 20 bucks or so. So I've definitely picked one up. It took like 20 seconds to get both of those mufflers off just with this. So I am reusing those bushings, so I'm just gonna pop them off with this tool, but definitely recommend picking one of these up. All right, so we got the Delta Motorworks cap back off. As you can see, this is what I've been running for the past 4 years. Man, that exhaust tool was absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I picked one up. So now I'm actually going to remove these little clamps that you put on the hangers so the bushings don't slip off. And then once we get those off, we'll be able to throw it on the new Cobb exhaust over here, throw it on the car. So we're almost there, we're getting there. This took probably about 15, 20 minutes to get this off. So super simple. And hopefully the install of the Cobb goes just as quick, although I'll probably be a little bit more careful because I don't want to scratch this thing up. But yeah, let's go ahead, get those bushings off, throw them on the Cobb and put it on the car. All right, guys, so about, I don't know, half an hour later, those little exhaust tabs that keep it into place, pain in the butt to get off since they're all rusted. But I got them all off. All the hangers are there. So we're good to go to start installing a new exhaust now. That was the hardest part. I'm sweating bullets right now, but it's all part of the fun. So here's the last look at the Delta Motorworks exhaust. Beautiful. But now it's time to get that bad boy on. All right, so we're back from a little drive just to kind of test it out and see if it's something that I like initially. Now, it is quiet, but it's a good kind of quiet. You know, I'm so used to something so loud that any difference is a big change to me. I would like to call this version a gentleman exhaust or a gentleman version of my car. It is way quieter, but it sounds really good. There's not as many pops and everything on downshifts. That is where the titanium sound is very prominent. When you're doing downshifts and it pops, you can specifically hear exactly what I'm talking about. I try to get some clips in another video when I'm doing some actual driving and stuff. I just wanted to go out and get you guys a few clips. Plus I wanted to hear it for myself outside the car. It sounds way better than I thought outside the car than it does inside. It's crazy because the car almost feels faster. I hear way more intake noises. I hear way more turbo noises. Overall, even though it's quieter, it's a much more visceral experience for me. Just because you can hear everything. You know, before all you heard was exhaust. It was just insanely loud. So as you guys can see, I have my kids' car seats in the back. Just two of them. I can't fit the third one, obviously. But I have my kids' car seats in the back. Since I got rid of the Outback, the lease was up. So I'm going to search for a new daily driver. This is coming out of Garage Queen retirement. So now this is going to be my daily driver, which I have zero problem with. I'm going to wait a little bit until the car market dies down a little bit. I'll probably start really researching a little bit more once it gets closer to winter and it starts getting a little bit colder. But for right now, I put so much time and work into this car that I'm really looking forward to start daily driving it again. You know, and just kind of, you know, enjoying the fruits of my labors, enjoying all the time and money and parts and everything that I just recently put on. I spent a lot of time in this past, I don't know, 8 months, just really focusing on getting everything that I really wanted to get done before, you know, I brought it back into being a daily driver, so I don't have to worry about downtime and all that. But it is so perfect. The car feels incredibly quick. And it's just a beautiful and fun daily driver. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Now, a lot of you are going to be asking, hey, are you going to get rid of that exhaust? I don't know yet. In the past, I've usually just was like, okay, I don't like it or I like it. I knew right away and I either sold it or I kept it. But I think for this one, I'm on the edge. I really do like the sound, but I'm going to wait a little bit. And the reason for that is because new exhausts take a little time to break in. You know, it's a little bit quieter when you first start it up for the first time, and, you know, it gets a little bit louder as it breaks in. So I'm anticipating the sound changing a little bit, not much, but I'm curious to see what it sounds like when it's broken in. Plus, it, you know, goes through a few heat cycles and all that. And so I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to enjoy it. It is an absolutely beautiful exhaust. The fitment on this thing is crazy good. It doesn't rattle or hit any heat shields or anything. I do have one small leak between the downpipe and the catback where it connects there. The reason for that is I have two really crappy gaskets in there right now, just the basic little crush washers that come with, you know, basically all the exhausts. It didn't come with the Cobb one. It's just ones that I had. First I used one. I found that there was a leak, so I doubled up. And it's still leaking a little bit. So I ordered the Grimspeed double thickness gasket, and I also, of course, I ordered some Titanium Works hardware. Duh, why not? So that's coming in. So once the gaskets and the new hardware comes in, I'm gonna fix that. I literally have just been laying on the ground for the past, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and just checking out the exhaust and looking how beautiful it is. It is a really nicely made piece. The clearance on this is beautiful. I have no issues with clearance at all. It doesn't hang down or anything because my last exhaust, as you guys know, with the resonator, it was just way too low. It was literally an inch off the ground. I mean, look at this thing. It is so nice. I'm really happy I took the time to do the burns on the welds. Now, like I said, that is going to happen no matter what over time once it heat cycles and everything. But again, it's just one of those things that I wanted to kind of take the time and do it myself. Plus, I've never done it before, so I wanted to try it out. But really, really happy with it. I don't know when I'm going to change or if I'm going to change, but for right now, like I said, I'm going to enjoy it. I definitely would like to try the AWE Touring. Honestly, I'm not sure how much louder it would be compared to this. Granted, it'll be a little bit different sound because it's stainless and this is titanium, but I'm not really sure how much louder it would be and if it would really be, you know, worth the change and doing all that work. Eventually, I would like to try it. But I think I'm going to hang on to this one for a little while, give it some time, and really let it break in and, you know, see what I think then. Plus it's so nice. You know, it's, 1 in the morning right now. And, I went out for a drive around 11:30, 11:45, and I had no hesitation, or I wasn't nervous at all starting the car so late. If I had my other exhaust on here, I would never start my car that late. It was just way too loud. It would literally wake up the neighbors. You know, I always cringed when I started the car in the morning, you know, because going to work and everything, I always felt so bad, you know, just what my neighbors thought. And I mean, they're all very nice and everything. They never said anything to me, so I don't have any bad blood with anyone. But I guess the mature side and the dad side of me is always worried about what other people, you know, the neighbors and everything. I don't want to piss them off. So this was the right move. I'm really pleased with the sound and the fitment and just the overall quality and craftsmanship of it. Like I said, it fits beautifully. I didn't have to finagle it or anything. Everything just lined up so nice. So yeah, that is the install of the Cobb titanium exhaust. Again, I'm running Killer Bee equal length headers with the Grimsby catted downpipe. And then I have the titanium Cobb catback. But we'll see in the future if we'll change it up. I know AWE right now, the demand and supply chains is very slow. So finding a touring exhaust is kind of hard. I know a lot of people have been waiting to have theirs shipped and get theirs. So we will see. Maybe I'll just kind of wait around to see when they're more, I guess, readily available, and then I'll pick one up. They're actually very reasonable. I think it's around like $1,200 or so for the full exhaust. This one was $1,895, pretty much $2,000 with tax and shipping and all that. So this one obviously is quite a bit more expensive just because of the material and everything, but 100% worth it. If you're on the edge, I would definitely recommend it. Before I end this video, I wanted to announce that I am having a meet and greet. It is on Saturday, August 21st at 8 a.m. I'll put the details below. It's at Freehold Raceway Mall. We're just gonna, you know, hang out in the parking lot and everything, check everybody's cars out, and you know, you guys can meet me if you want. But I'm looking forward to kind of putting some faces to names and kind of chatting it up and letting everybody check out the car and everything. It has been a long time coming. I wanted to do it last summer, but with everything with COVID and all that, I wasn't able to do it. But I figured I would get something together this summer since I finally have the car where I want it, and you know, I'm kind of dying to go out and, you know, check some cars out and everything since I really don't get the time to do that. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. The car is absolutely filthy. I haven't washed it in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm going to be doing a wash and chat pretty soon, cleaning it up, kind of, I don't know, going over some thoughts and everything and what I plan to do with the car next. And who knows what will come to mind, but that is to come. So if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.